Can I share a real quick story, Ray?
100%. Yeah.
So we were talking, one of the things that holds people back is they're not exposed to the fact that they can do this. I remember 15 years ago when I first came into coaching, I was actually getting ready to run a small seminar, a local seminar. I had about 15 entrepreneurs in the room, and I was teaching them how to package offers and things like that. But I remember my coach, I was listening, this is when we had CDs and I could put them in my car. And I was listening to the CD, and the coach that I was working with, she gave us this whole pile of stuff. She said, if you don't have a $50,000 offer, you can't sell it. Now, I had just come into the coaching space, so I didn't even know that was a possibility. And I thought, $50,000. So I remember sharing that with the room of people, and everybody, like, you could have heard a pin drop. They all gasped, like you could hear the air sucked out of the room, like $50,000. What would we sell? And I even thought the same thing. What would I sell for $50,000? But it was like a year later, once I knew that that was a possibility, I started like looking for, okay, who would be able to help me do this? Like, how could I do this? And so I started looking for that person, and lo and behold, a coach showed up and helped me get my very first $30,000 client. Now, this was 50 years ago or 15 years ago.
And my sales teams were all at the top of the companies I was in. And I thought I was lucky.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized, wait, different companies, different industries, always there. What is it that I'm doing? And I realized that I was teaching people the tricks I learned in stand-up to connect with people quickly. I had to go, the pieces you don't see. I had to go into Rock Springs, Wyoming with 6 bikers playing pool for $100 a game and get them to stop playing pool in 5 minutes, turn around and watch me and like that experience. And I could do that. And that was easy. And didn't dawn on me that would be worth a lot of money. When I went to David, he showed me it was. And he actually had me coach some of his people. And I was hearing all these brilliant entrepreneurs with great ideas and wonderful rapport skills that couldn't get anybody to answer an email or answer a call. And I realized that connection piece was missing. There's a big step between strangerhood and building rapport. That's that big gap that there's some people that talk about it, but very few do. And I go, okay, if there's some people out there, then I now am one of the leading experts on connection.